not who came in and came out and came in and came out as well.
Yeah, definitely the attendance will be taken by the end of the session.
So we just join and then we can leave. We got our attendance or what?
No, that's not possible. Like, come on, when you join the session, I mean, what's the point of joining if you are leaving the session? Just to say, I was here?
Yeah.
Come on. Are you deceiving yourself?
No, I'm not deceiving myself. I'm just saying it. And that's why I asked you a question.
All right. Thank you. So without further ado, no worries, Fadi. Let's get started with our session with listening and speaking. So first of all, I would like to share my screen. Please, can someone say if you can see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Good. Amazing. So let's start with Unit 3, Lend a Hand. Okay, this is the title. So today we will be discussing favors, borrowings, and lending. Plus, we will also learn how to leave messages with requests. Okay, so these are the 2 points that we want to focus on. So first of all, what does favor mean? Can anyone tell me favor? What does favor mean? If you do a favor to someone, what does that mean? Sometimes maybe you can hear this when in daily life or in your office, you say, can you do me a favor? What does that mean? Can you do me a favor? Akam?
Doing something for someone that they cannot do at the present time.
Support someone.
Yeah, good. Something you do to help other people, okay? You can say, do me a favor, okay? We'll also learn borrow and lend. What is the difference? Can anyone tell me the difference between borrowing and lending? For example, you say, can I borrow your laptop? Can you lend me $100? So what is the difference between these 2, let's say, words? Borrowing and lending. Are they the same or different in meaning? Maybe Isra Khalil? Hello Isra, can you hear me? Mariam? Unmute yourself, please.
Yes, hello.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, good to hear from you. Do you know the difference between the word borrow and lend, these 2 words?
I think it's the same thing, just borrowing, it's to take something from a person or a friend and you will give it back to him or to her.
Definitely. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
What about lending?
I think it's the same thing, like.
Okay. Can you say, can I lend your laptop? Is it possible grammatically? Does it make sense?
No.
No.
You should say, can you lend me? Can you lend me your laptop? Can I borrow?
Can you lend me some money?
Definitely. Can you lend me some money? Can you lend me some money? Okay, so look at exercise A, snapshot. Annoying favors people ask. Sometimes maybe in your daily life, people ask you for annoying favors. Maybe you dislike. Okay, so these are some annoying favors that people ask. Could you, for example, babysit my kids on the weekend? So imagine, look at here, imagine that a close friend asked you each of these favors. Which would you agree to do? And what are the 3 favors that you dislike being asked? So have a look at these annoying favors. I would say annoying. Which one do you agree to do it? Okay, imagine if your friend asked you one of these. And what are the 3 ways, the 3 other favors that you dislike being asked? Have a look at them.
My kids.
Sorry, who's speaking?
Me, Mariam.
Mariam, please.
Yeah.
Which one do you agree to do? Which of these favors?
Babysit my kids.
Could you make it bigger, the screen?
Sorry?
Could you make the screen bigger because it isn't? I can't see it.
I'm trying, yeah. Maybe the problem is with your screen. Otherwise, Everything is all right here, Mohammed.
Okay, sir. Now it's
Yasin,
Is it
Thank
okay
you.
now?
Zoom
Is
in, but-
is it better? Is it better
Yeah.
now?
better.
Perfect, perfect. So Mariam, please go ahead. Which favor here would you agree to do if your friend asked you to imagine? Okay.
Babysit my kids on the weekend
Why is that?
because sometimes I have nothing to do in weekend, so I can do some favors.
All right, good. Muhammad, what do you think? Which favor would you agree? For example, could you watch
Sir,
my
number
stuff for a few minutes? Sorry? Yeah, go
Number
ahead,
4,
please.
drive me to the airport.
For example, if your friend asked you,
Yes.
could you drive me to the airport? Would you agree with this favor?
Yeah, will agree.
Would you do this favor to your friend? Okay. And
Yes.
which one, Akam, which one would you dislike? Which favor? Hello, Akam. Are you there?
Sorry, sir, I'm in the hospital actually, so I just listening to you guys.
Okay, Dania. Which favor you dislike to be asked here?
Let me use your credit card, or let me use your passcode to download a movie.
So you don't like this favor. You will not do it.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Who else wants to say something about these favors? Maybe Noor?
Yes, Mr.
So which favor here would you like to do, and which one you would not like to do?
I would like drive me to the airport. I wouldn't like you number 10 could sign a bank loan for me.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Let's go to the conversation. Thanks a million. You know, sometimes there are different ways to thank people. You can say thanks a million, thanks a bunch. I think, let me see if I can play the audio here. I'm trying to, I don't think you can hear my, but anyways, you can still read this conversation here, guys, okay? And tell me what the conversation is about, okay? Can you do that, please? Just practice the conversation, okay? You read it on your own, like by yourself. Okay, so did you read the conversation, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Mohammed, tell us what this conversation is about.
So it's about two friends. One of them,
Uh-huh.
he want moving to a new apartment.
True. A new flat. Apartment is American for flat in British.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
but he can't moving his like say
Sofa,
yeah
furniture.
because
Okay,
have,
sofa. Okay.
he have a pretty small car.
Yes.
So he asked his friend if he can help
Yeah.
him
True.
to
True.
take this thing to another apartment. He said today I need it on Saturday, but
Yeah.
will give it on Sunday.
Right. Okay, good. Thank you. So, guys, let's go to the request. Can you still see my screen? Please let me know if you do not see it. So let's go to the grammar focus. Today, as we said, we will be talking about requests, okay? Request with modals. We have three ways of requesting in English. You can use modal verbs like can, could, would, or you can use if clause, okay? Or you can use gerund. I think we already talked about what gerund is. Gerund is ing verb, okay? So, request means what? Means doing something or asking for doing something, okay? If you look at these sentences, they are listed from less formal to the more formal. For example, in English, if you say, can I borrow your track, please? This is what? This is a request, but it's not very formal, okay? If you say, could you lend me your track, please? What's the difference between can I and could you? These are both for request, but could you is more formal. You can also say, is it okay if I use your credit card? And do you allow me? Is it okay if I use your credit card? But this is more formal than could and can I. You can also use, do you mind if I use your credit card? Do you mind if I use your credit card? يعني أنا مانعتها credit card أكتبك هاربينم. You can also say, would it be all right if I used your credit card? Would it be all right if I used your credit card? Then the more formal one, you can say, would you mind if I borrowed your track? Or you can say, would you mind helping me on Sunday? And the most formal one, the last one is, I was wondering if you could help me move. Yes. So these are all ways of using requests, okay? So which one do you use with your friends, guys? Which type of request here do you use in your daily conversations with your colleagues, with your friends? Let me ask this question to...
Can I?
Yeah, Dania, please, go ahead. Dania?
Yes, mister.
Yeah, I can hear you, please.
It's not me.
Please, yeah, say something. It's okay.
About that,
Yeah.
we
Which type
can,
of request do you usually use with your friends in your daily conversation?
if I close with my friend, we can use can I borrow your trick?
Yes. Okay.
But with another person, like just I say hello, hi. I say, could you lend me your trick, please?
Okay.
More formal.
Yes, that one is more formal. You usually use it with the people you don't have close relationship with. Okay.
Yeah.
But what about the last one? I was wondering if you could help me move, for example. In which situation do we use this, Fadi? I mean, with whom do you use this kind of request?
Actually, Miss Yassin, I'm sorry, I've never used it, and I don't prefer using it. But like, you use it with maybe your boss when you're at a foreign land, talking to a foreigner.
True. So it's kind of formal, like you don't use it with your close friend because the relationship is not very formal. usually in the formal context. When you write, for example, an email, when you apply to a university, when you apply for a job, or when you request something from a higher position, someone who's higher in the position to you. You don't say, can I borrow? You can use it, but it's better to use. I was wondering, or would you mind? Okay, Mohammed, why do people use request?
To lend something
Mm-hmm.
from
Okay.
the for.
To get them what they want? Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Because, you know, request, especially polite request, is very important in different cultures, like especially in English. Now we are focusing on English culture. English people are pretty formal, you know. They prefer to use polite request. For example, when you go to the restaurant, you don't say, bring me, for example, the menu, right? You have to use the request. Could you bring me the menu? Is it okay if I look at the menu? Would you mind if I look at, do you mind if I, for example, if I look at the menu? Mm-hmm. Like this. So, I mean, using request helps you to get what you want, okay? So it's a way of convincing other people to get them what you want to do. But if you do not use maybe a request, that's something else, you know? Okay, so let's go to the exercise A about the request here. Circle the correct answer, then practice with a partner, okay? Can you choose in the one, for example, which one do we use, which request? Is it okay if I use your cell phone, or would I use your cell phone? Do you mind I use your phone? Which one is correct?
I think, do you mind?
Do you mind I use? No, Muhammad, if you have, do you mind? If we have if, yes, you are right. But here you don't have, do you mind if?
Okay.
Is it
Mr.
okay?
I think
Noor, what do you think?
it's okay.
Is it okay?
I think
Yes.
yes.
Andala, bona mun dali pet asai agar mobile kat bakar binam. Is it okay if I use your cell phone? Mine just died, or the battery is dead. You can say, huh? The battery is dead. Then you say, no problem, but can you keep it short? I'm expecting an important phone call. What about number two? Let me choose Mariam.
Yes.
Yeah, number two, please. Go ahead with number two.
Would you mind if I stayed at your place for the weekend?
Yes. Would you mind if I stayed at your place for the weekend? Not at all. It'll be fun to have you stay with me, with us. Okay, good. Number three, who can do this one? Maybe Pusho?
Yes.
Yeah, Pusho. Number three.
Number three, I was wondering if I could borrow your car tomorrow.
Good. Sure. That's
Sure,
fine.
that's fine. Just be careful. I've only had it for a couple of months.
True. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Number four, Ismail, can you do number four? Ismail, can you hear me? Or Nechirwan? Can you do number four, Nechirwan, please?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, I didn't have any money to spare right now.
No, number 4A, please. Could you
lend me
$20? Okay.
$20? Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay. I don't have any money.
I don't have any money to spare right now.
Yeah. So look, you don't say, could you lending me or could you lend me? No, could you lend me? Okay.
Yeah, right.
Definitely.
Could you
Okay.
lend me?
Number 5. Yeah, we can try this one out. Isra, maybe.
Mr. Can I answer?
Yeah, please. Yeah, please.
Number 5, would you mind helping me pack my stuff this weekend? No,
Yes.
I don't mind. I'm not doing anything then.
Good. Look, if you look at number 5, would you mind? You always use gerund, ing, okay? After, would you mind? Would you mind helping me pack your stuff this weekend? No, I don't mind. Okay. For example, Dania, would you mind joining the session? How would you answer?
Can you repeat?
Okay, for example, I will ask you for a request. Would you mind accepting my invitation? The answer for would you mind should be what? Yes or no?
I can't hear you. Can you repeat that again?
For example, I'm asking you for a request. Would you
Okay.
mind, for example, would you mind joining the session?
Yes. Would you mind? Yes. Yes,
look,
I can.
So the
Yes.
answer, look, Dania, when you use would you mind, the answer should be no, okay? No, I don't mind.
Okay.
Would you mind closing the door? No, I don't mind.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Number 6.
But
who can-
sorry,
Yeah,
I
please.
have a question. For
Yeah.
would you mind? Always we have to say no.
Well, usually you say no, but but sometimes if you say no, I can do this, for example. But yes, most of the time, because it's negative, would you mind is a negative request.
Okay, thank
Would
you.
you mind helping me? Would you mind helping me? No, I don't mind. You don't say yes. If you say yes, it means you are refusing, you are rejecting my request. Okay?
And always after would you mind we have to use ing?
Definitely. Always we use gerund,
Okay,
ing, okay?
thank you. Okay.
Would you mind closing the door? Would you mind making me a cup of tea? No, I don't mind. يعني مانعتها مثلا درجة كده أخي نخر مانع منها. No, I don't mind. Okay, Ilaf, number 6, please.
Okay, you can use would you mind? I think would you mind is not true.
Yes, it's not true because we said after would you
We
mind?
have to use ing, yeah.
So
Can
which one do
feed
you
my
choose
cat?
for request here?
Is it okay if you feed my cat while I'm on vacation, please? No, I don't get. I think can is true. Can you feed
Yes.
my cat?
True. Can you feed my cat while I'm on vacation, please? Sorry, I don't get along with cats. What's the meaning of I don't get along with cats? I think we studied this phrasal verb. What does that mean? If you don't get along with your friend, with animals, what does that mean? For example, do you get along with your brother? Do you get along with your sister, with your friend? What does that mean to get along with? Or phrasal verb. To get along with. It means what? Any idea? No. To get along with means to have a good relationship, okay? For example, here, if you say, I don't get along with cats, means I don't like them. I don't have good relationship with them, okay? Yes. Thank you. Now, let's move to the exercise B. Rewrite these sentences. Look at these sentences. Rewrite them to make, please.
Sorry, mister. The third one is the answer. If I would is true.
The third one is if I could. Okay. I was wondering if I could borrow your car tomorrow.
Okay.
Not if I would. If I could. Yeah. Okay. So let's move to the exercise B. Rewrite these sentences to make them more formal requests. Informal تقريبا. So you write them again to make them more formal. Then practice making your request with your friend. Accept or decline each one. For example, let's do number one together. Come to my cousin's wedding with me. How do you make this more formal? شلون دي كنا formal أوا؟ أقل من أستبي كما formal ضلنتي. Would you mind coming to my cousin's wedding with me? Like this. أو informal أخوي. أقل become formal. You can say, would you mind coming to my cousin's wedding with me? Okay, what about number two? How do you make this one more formal request? Any idea?
Could I borrow your notes?
Very good. Could I borrow your note? That's more formal. You can also say, is it okay? I say, is it okay if I borrow your notes to study for the test? بلات أسايا. Is it okay if I borrow your notes? Very good. Thank you. What about number three? Who can do number three? Make it more formal, this request. Aland, please. Can you lend me your camera to take with me on my vacation? This is informal or less formal. Can you make it more formal? Alan, can you hear me? Yes or no? Okay, don't worry. Asra? Our informal one, yeah? Can you lend me your camera? Be formal. Make it more formal. Number three.
Mr. Can I answer?
Yeah, please, go ahead.
Okay. I think, do you mind if I use your camera to take with me on my vacation?
True. You could also say, could you lend me your camera? Good. Banu, number four, drive me to the airport. This is informal, okay? How do you make it more formal?
Drive me to the airport. I was wondering if you could drive me to the airport.
Definitely, yeah, that's a more formal request. Muhammad, help me paint my apartment, my flat. Make it more formal.
Sir, I think could you help me
Yes.
paint my apartment?
Definitely, you can say that. I mean, there are more than one correct answer to this question. Okay. What about number six?
Sorry, sir. Can we say, do you mind if you help me paint my apartment?
You can say, do you mind if you could help me, Muhammad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Why not? It's okay. I mean, it makes sense. Thank you. What about number six? Elaf?
Yes.
Please, number six. This one is informal, okay? I would like to borrow your cell phone to call a friend in London. How would you make this request more formal?
Can I use your phone to call my friend in London?
Or?
Could be true, or
Could be true, yeah.
if I use your phone to call my friend in London?
Yeah, do you mind if I, for example, borrow your cell phone?
Yes.
Can we say, would it be all right if I use your cell phone?
Yeah, why not? Why not? You can say, would it be all right if I borrow your cell phone. Be careful, guys. You say, do you mind if I, You don't say, do you have mind? This is a common mistake. do you have mind? It's not good to say, do you have mind, okay? Do you mind if I use your phone? You don't say, do you have mind? Because some students make a mistake in this respect. They say, do you have mind if I borrow your phone? No, do you mind if I borrow? Okay? All right, thank you. So now we move to the, you can skip the pronunciation. You can always use the pronunciation as a self-study guide. You have the CDs in your book. You can listen to it at home on your own. And again, listening, we are going to skip it, this one. Let's go to the 8, okay? Exercise 8. Word power. Verb, noun, collocations. So I think collocation, we talked about collocation. Can anyone tell us what a collocation is? What's a collocation? Any idea? Okay. Yeah, please.
It's a collection of nouns.
Verb, noun. No, look, collocations means those words.
Means placement.
Sorry, Noor, yes?
Sorry, it means placement.
Okay. No, collocation means those words that usually happen together, okay? Okay? For example, the word favor. Do we say do a favor or make a favor in English? Do me a favor. No.
Yes.
What about mistake? The word mistake. Do you say I usually do a mistake or I usually make a mistake? Which one is correct?
Make a mistake.
Definitely. Why? Because the word mistake collocates with the word make. Okay, they happen together. They usually native speakers, they don't say I do a mistake. They say I make a mistake. This is a collocation. Okay, and they happen together always. Now, look at exercise 8. Which verb is not usually paired with each noun? كاملا فرماننا عادة ناقون زي لقل أو ناونا. Put a line, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Put a line through the verb, then compare with a partner. For example, here, can you say return a favor? Why not? Possible. Can you say do a favor? Yes. Can you say ask for a favor? Yes. But can I say make a favor? No. So which word does not collocate with these nouns? I'll give you some time to do this one, okay? عندك كاتن دمه كما وشنا جونجي لكم أو ناونا كما فرمان يأخذ verb to you cross out, okay? وشي لك انتو. Okay, Awaz, number 2. Awaz, can you hear me? Are you still there?
Yes, I'm here, but my contact is not good.
It's okay. You have connection problem. Don't worry. So
Yeah.
which word does not collocate? Which word here does not happen with an apology? Can we say, oh, an apology?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, why not? I owe you an apology because I made something embarrassing to you. Okay? For example, offer. Can you say offer an apology?
Yes.
Yes. Can you say accept my apology?
Yes.
But can you say do an apology?
No.
No.
No, it's kind of weird. Right?
No.
Even it's not possible to say this. Fadi, what about number 3?
Do a gift. That's not possible.
Sorry, number 3, Fadi, not number 4.
Oh, okay. Well, I did 4 to Qaina. An invitation.
You can say receive an invitation. Okay. Can you say accept an invitation?
Yes, you can say
Yes.
it.
Can you say turn down an invitation?
But you can also say it. You can turn it down.
Yeah, definitely. What about offer an invitation? No, you can't.
So we can also say that, to be honest.
In English, it's not common to say offer an invitation.
It's not common, but we can say it. Then but we can still say it. I would like to offer you this invitation for this
because
event.
the word invitation does not collocate with the word offer. Okay, you can say turn down. Turn down يعني reject, refuse. Okay. لأن إخوتان بينوسن مثلا turn down يعني رفض كرنوا refusing. For example, you ask someone to come to your house, but he turns down. Okay, he turned down the invitation. You can say accept the invitation, receive the invitation, but offer is not common. Like it does not collocate with invitation. Okay, number 4, Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so which word does not happen with the word gift? Which verb here?
So I think do a gift.
Yes. You can say receive a gift.
Yes.
You can say give a gift, accept a gift, but you cannot say do a gift.
Do a gift.
Yes. All right. Elaf, number 5.
Yes, I think do a phone call, it could be. Return also. I think make is not true with it. Make a phone call.
You can say make a phone call. Okay. You cannot say do a phone call. The English I want to do a phone call. No, I want to make a phone call. لما تلفونك بكم ها?
Yeah,
For
then
example,
do, we cannot use do.
yes, true. You can say how many phone calls do you receive every day? How many phone calls do you make on daily basis? But you cannot say how many phone calls do you do. Yes. Number 6, Asra, if you can hear us. Or Noor, if you cannot hear us, Noor, please.
Yes, Mr. Number 6.
Yeah.
I think offer.
Yeah, you cannot say offer a request.
Yes.
You can decline. What's the meaning of decline?
It means don't accept.
Yes, to refuse. You can say make a request, accept a request. Number 7, who can do number 7? Let me choose someone then, if you do not do it. Aland or Banu? Yes. Banu, you raised your hand.
Number 7 is
Compliment. Okay.
we cannot use do a compliment.
Yeah, you can give a compliment. تفاني مرحي كسب كي ها بياي ده هبلي شاي سيب كي You cannot say do a compliment, but you can say give a compliment. Now, for example, you can say, "Oh, today you look great." So you do what? You give
a
a compliment. You can receive the compliment.
And
you can return, but you don't say you do a compliment. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Now we go to the last exercise, and then we will finish this session. Look at B, at exercise B. I mean this one. Add 2 questions to the list using the collocation in part A. Okay? The collocation that we studied in the previous exercise. Then take turns asking and answering the question. Okay, can you write 2 more questions to the list using the collocations?
So it's like number 1, 2, and 3?
Yeah, number 1, 2, 3 has already been done. People have used collocations. You write 2 more sentences using collocations, okay? In the previous exercise. In the part A.
Mr. Yasin, can you repeat?
Yeah. Look, we have 3 sentences here, okay? People have used in these 3 sentences, we have collocations, okay? For example, return a favor, okay? Now you write 2 more sentences in number 4 and 5. Use the collocations in part A, okay? Write any sentences, 2 more sentences. In these sentences, you should use the collocations in part A. For example, if I use one, how often do you make a phone call? Do you receive gifts on regular basis?
We can say, when was the last time you received a compliment?
Definitely. When was the last time you received a compliment? Very good. So when was the last time? Let me ask you this question, Fadi. When was the last time you received a compliment? آخر زار كي بو كسك مرعي كردي يعني بيدا هالقوتي. When was the last time you received the compliment?
Yesterday.
Who complimented you and why? What did he or she said?
Well, she said that I'm not like the other people. That's a compliment.
Yeah, okay. And did you return the compliment?
Yeah, I said thanks.
Okay, good. مجاملة, huh? You say compliment? مجاملة. Sometimes you say, do not compliment me. Do not give me compliments. Maybe you are, flattering or doing something else. Not all the time, of course. Okay. Who can use another sentence using the collocation here? Make any sentence. Muhammad, maybe you can try this one out. Use any collocation here in a sentence.
Okay, sir, I will try, okay?
Yes, please.
Mr. Can I answer?
Yeah, Muhammad, you can prepare your sentence. I'll come back to you, okay? Yes, Daniel.
Okay, sir.
The sentence, have you ever offered to someone to an apology?
Good. Have you ever offered an apology to someone? Very good. Daniel, have you ever offered an apology to someone?
Yes.
Dania?
Yes,
So
I'm here.
When was it? When did you last offer an apology?
To my friend.
Okay, good. Thank you. Muhammad, Your sentence, please.
Well, so actually, I don't how to make it.
It's okay. Noor, make a sentence. Use any collocation. Okay.
Okay, Mr.
Yeah.
For example, when was the last time accept a request?
Yes. When was the last time you accepted a request? So, Noor, when was the last time you accepted a request?
I don't remember.
You don't remember exactly, okay. All right. Awaz, let me ask you this question. Awaz, how would you feel if your friend rejected or turned down an invitation? How would you feel?
I can hear you.
Okay. My question was, how would you feel if your friend turned down your invitation?
Can you repeat?
How would you feel if your friend rejected your invitation? Okay, don't worry. Ilaf, how would you feel if your friend turned down your invitation?
It's okay because maybe they have a work or something. That's why they turned this down.
Okay, possibly. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. I think we should stop here for today's live session. For the next class, we will continue with the reporting speech, direct, indirect speech, okay? With the rest of the unit. Do you have any
Mr.
questions?
Sorry,
Please.
I have a question.
Yeah.
For midterm exam, about listening and speaking, we're
Yes.
doing exam on the paper or by practice?
It's good. This time for this semester is going to be on paper, not on the face-to-face interaction. Okay. So I'll give you questions. You come to the class. You are supposed to know the whole content. For example, we have studied grammar, vocabulary, some listening. So try to listen again to the tracks in your CD because the book comes with a CD. All right, to improve your listening skill. So yeah, this time is going to be on paper, not like the previous semester. Okay.
Okay, Mr. Thank you.
Welcome. Any more questions, please? Yeah, go ahead. Hello.
I said thank you, Mr. Yasin. I'm
Thank you
leaving.
so much, guys, for having you. It was my pleasure to hear from you again. Have a nice time and enjoy your time with your family and your loved one. Bye-bye and take care. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Thank
bye-bye.
you, sir. Have a nice time. Thank you.
You too. The same here. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.